So have a look at the charts. This is okay, let me close this. So this is the Bitcoin charts. Okay, this is a Bitcoin chart. So like I always say that um it makes sense to analyze the charts, with whatever skills that you have, all right, with whatever technical analysis skills that you have, all right. Um, you know, like I said, Bitcoin is still not in a downtrend completely, although it was exhausted at this point, okay. And that was what we talked about in April, okay. We are.
Sorry for interrupting. I can't see your screen, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's no interruption. That is a call to order. I love that. I love that. So let me share entire screen. I'd like to share, but sharing specific screen, it gives you more quality, more video quality than sharing the entire screen. I've noticed that about Google Meet. So let me share this screen. Can you see my screen now? Anyone?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, okay. That's impressive. That's impressive. So um, you can see. Let me give you an example now. I think when BNB was crashing, I sent a chat to the group, to the Telegram channel rather, just to validate something before you that BNB is still not in a bearish. Oh, this was a very okay. This analysis lasted for a very long time. I remember this chart really. So let me look for a fresh, a virgin chart, okay, fresh chart that you don't see all those rubbish on the charts. Okay, so let me check this. Yeah, this. Oh God, now wow. Let me check out that one. Man go chop now, so you must spend time on chart, analyze, and make the right decision. So let me check this. This should give us a fresher insight. Okay, should give us a fresher insight. So when you look at these charts on our time frame, okay, you will see that it is hard to say that it was at this level, okay, that the BNB actually broke out completely out of the bullish zone. Okay, so how do you know that? When you use a trend line here, you know, from here, there are different school of thoughts. I always say it when it's come to trend line. Okay, there are different school of thought when it's come to trend line. Okay, so people don't regard the week on the trend line. Okay, so it broke out of this zone the moment it actually crossed this point. However, okay, you have to look at the historical support levels. All right. So that is why I said that this is the point. If you look at that chart, let me go back to the Telegram channel. Let me go back to the Telegram channel and show you that chart. If it is still there, let me show you. That's why I told you that that is a live line for BNB and it must be defended. Okay, let me open this. Okay, look at this chart. Look at this chart. This is a screenshot I took then. Okay, like these points, this level, they are important levels. Okay, for BNB on that chart. So once it is completely broken, probably we are seeing BNB at 200. Just know that Yawa don't gas with that. Okay, Yawa don't gas with that. So there's still a room for bounce, on that chart. Like there is still a possibility that BNB will actually bounce off of that, and that's exactly what is happening now. Okay, it's going to that 220 level. Okay, which is the second important level on our chart. Okay, before it started going back up again. All right. So if you look at this, you now be feeling like but but there are fundamentals against BNB, isn't it? There are so much fundamentals against BNB that you would think that you get like 160, 140, or even crash completely. All right. But when you look at the chart, you can see some footprints on the chart that where I'm looking at this, historically, okay, you look at use that's when you deploy your price history knowledge, okay, on the chart. So you look at it historically, like, the way it is now, this is a very critical level for BNB, and at this level, it should be able to reverse and go back up. You know, so this is the exact point where it broke through the bullish trend. Okay, all of this thing you are saying here, okay, it doesn't actually mean on the macro level. Okay, it doesn't mean that BNB is actually bearish. Okay, but on the micro level, on the micro, in quotes, on the micro level, it became bearish. Okay, but it became really bearish on the macro level, which is an important factor because we are using a higher time frame for our analysis. All right, so I'm going to delete this and go back to the Bitcoin chart. Let me go back to the BTC charts. Now we're going to be doing something like a top-down analysis of Bitcoin. Something like a top-down analysis of Bitcoin. So I don't believe that most of us here we are more crypto inclined than Forex inclined. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. I'm going to be starting with Bitcoin before I actually talk about gold. All right. So if you are trying to do a top-down analysis, you probably go to like weekly time frame, okay, and look at the weekly charts. Let me delete this. I was using this to teach someone yesterday. Let me delete this. All right. So we are probably I love to have a fresh, like a clean screen when I'm trying to do analysis. So no distraction. So if you look at this analysis, okay, for those who actually understand chart patterns, all right. I don't want to be a teaching class. If this was to be a teaching class, I would have loved to ask you some questions like what can you see on your charts? Okay, so but this is a kind of outlook. We are doing outlook to know possible things that will happen the next week. Okay, so by any means, we are not a prophets. Okay, nobody is a prophet in the crypto world. Nobody is a overseer or something. Nobody is seeing any vision. Okay, because the market is crazy. It's being controlled by millions and millions of people across the world. Let me allow this person to join us. Oh, Rashid is here. Rashid is, he took one-on-one training, and I was with him yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know what he's doing here today. Man, this guy loves knowledge like crazy. He loves knowledge like crazy. Well, that's impressive. Rashid, I've sent the video yesterday. Check your Telegram message. The video of yesterday's class is Telegram. So just check it, please. So that's by the way. Now let's have a look at this. What can you see on this chart? Okay, as someone who is into technical analysis, all right. So you can see a level of exhaustion here. Okay, at this point on the weekly chart. How many of you use a weekly chart for your analysis? How many of you? Okay, you probably use 1 hour because if you want to have a holistic view, let me give you an example now. Okay, if you are in the marketplace, for those of us who have been to the market before with our mothers, so if you're in a shop, okay, if you're in a shop, you can see the market around you. The next shop, the next two, three shops, next malam that's sitting there, you can see them, isn't it? But for someone who is in the shopping complex within that place or a shop, maybe probably one-story building shop, and you climb it, you see further. I can see food sellers, I can see clothes sellers, you can see further. If not climbed like five-story building shop, they can have an overview of the entire market and know exactly different layers, different layouts of that market. So that is the essence of doing a top-down analysis. So you go to the higher time frame. This is the weekly time frame here. Now what you can see is that you can see a level of exhaustion here. Okay, a level of exhaustion is here. Okay, so let me use an arrow key to indicate that, so that will be obvious to you on the chart. Yeah. So once you see that level of exhaustion here, okay, you can see they actually pumped it all the way from this floor level, okay, probably around November last year, up to this point. And the exhaustion started setting in. You can see since March. So by the time you analyze the chart together during the book camp in April, the exhaustion was already formed on the chart. And I told you that we're gonna experience a bearish downtrend on a local level, for Bitcoin. And it's happened exactly this. All right. So I think someone is trying to join us. Let me allow that person to join. All right. So we experienced that level there, okay, and it started going down and down and down and down, and this level seems to be a lifeline for Bitcoin. Like I told you that once it's able to break downward of 24K, then we are going to 22K right there. It's not a rocket science, okay. It's not a rocket science. It's something that practice and practice allows you to see those things on the chart. Okay, so now if you look at this now, let me There is a pattern. A pattern is forming here. Okay, and this is a bearish flag. All right. Now let me close this. You can see this flag. Sorry, this is a bullish flag rather on this time frame. Okay, so if you go, let me uh coming. Just give me a few seconds. Trying to, yeah, look at this. So look at this. Okay, look at this. You can see that pattern, isn't it? You can see that pattern. So now that is a re-evaluation of what we did in April. Okay, so because when you analyze the charts, your emotion drives the market. I don't want to spend so much time today. I want us to just go straight to the point. So human emotion drives the market. So when you analyze the charts, okay, you look at the charts that are analyzed since April. Let me check. Let me check the charts. Let me go here and search for it. Okay, this is a BTC on Binance. Is it Binance Perpetual? Is it Perpetual what? Let me check. So I'm going to share the screen with you so you have a look. Okay, so please don't feel intimidated by all of these things you are seeing on the chat. So let me delete this. So don't feel intimidated by this. They are nothing. Okay, so let me share the screen with you. You can see my screen now, isn't it? So don't feel intimidated by this. Okay, so since April that we did an analysis, April towards May, when we saw the exhaustion, okay, we saw the diamond formation on one day time frame on that level, okay, and we had that conclusion that man, this market will sell, and it's been selling consistently since that period up to now, okay. So when I draw like a pattern direction, what you're seeing here is a pattern direction, okay, what you're seeing here. So like the market direction of that price action, possible direction of it, all right. So, it went downward consistently, then up to this point, it seems like there's going to be a bounce from here. Okay. So when you analyze the chart, okay, you don't just sleep and say, okay, I've done analysis since April that Bitcoin will crash. Then now go back, like now sleep it till December this year. No, it doesn't work like that. So because you look for things that will invalidate your analysis. Okay. That is why I took a screenshot, I sent it to the Telegram channel, okay, for reference purpose. Okay, for reference purpose. All right. So now you look back and say, okay, are there things on my chart that can invalidate my analysis? Okay. Now, human emotion drives the markets. What you are seeing on the chart is just activities of human beings, me and you, what we are doing. It's just what you are seeing on the chart, isn't it? So you look out for things that could invalidate that analysis. Okay. Now, I've drawn this trend line since April. Look at this trend line you're seeing here. Since April. All right. So, and this trend line has been tested here, here, and here again. There is a possibility that it may be broken out. Now, that is me re-evaluating this analysis. So if this is broken out and there is no any form of exhaustion, okay, obviously what you are seeing here now is that this candle will close in the next 17 hours, okay, and it's not showing any strength. Okay, this candle you are seeing here will close in the next 17 hours, but it's not showing any strength yet. But between now and the next 17 hours, anything can happen. Okay, it can break out of this. Okay, if you break out of this, then there is definitely a hope. There is hope that there's going to be a bullish continuation on the Bitcoin charts. All right, there is hope that there's going to be a bullish continuation on the Bitcoin chart. Okay, that's why I gave room for this in my analysis. Okay, for this uptrend in my analysis. That, okay, if this is actually break out now, you can actually test 33K. Now, again, even 34K is very, very possible on the Bitcoin chart. So if you look at this on the weekly, let me go back to the weekly chart now. Let me show this. Let me show. If you look at this on the weekly, it is forming, a flag. Okay, a flag that could actually lead to a bullish continuation. Okay, so or any breakout of this flag like this, it is boom. That's it. Okay, any breakout for this flag is gonna go up. Okay, something like this. Break out of this, then they will send it up further. Okay, further. That's it. Because this has actually been, in this pattern for weeks. If you look at this, that should be like about 2 months now, or more than 2 months, probably. Okay, so they will send it up more. All right, so that is a flag that you are seeing on this pattern here. All right, so now go back to one day. Okay, we'll zoom in further to one day. Okay, you can see that on one day, okay, it's about to break out of this zone, out of this bearish trend. Right. So if it is able, so what to watch out for now is that you look at your chart and look for that signal. Like, is it actually, has it broken out of that level? Okay. Once it breaks out of this level, okay, then they might send it up further, because a lot of people, a lot of traders across the world, a lot of big traders, they are going to be watching out for these levels. Okay, they're watching out for it. So once they discover that it is broken out of it, then more traders will want to buy. Like, okay, they've seen a confirmation that, okay, Bitcoin is in a bullish, and it's back to bullish markets, to bullish trend. For that reason, so more people will start buying, and that's going to be a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, and if you even look at this one too, sorry about that. If you look at this, you can even see that flag. Let me go back to this.
The screen is hanging.
Can you see? Can you even see that
Engineer.
flag right here? Okay, the flag that you saw on that.
Engineer.
Okay, can you see the tab now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, fine. So you can see that that flag that you saw on weekly, it's also forming gradually. It's being formed right here also on a daily time frame. So that is another confirmation from your part, on your part. Okay. So now when you now look at this, all right, you can see a lot of bullish price action at this level. Okay, and also you can see an exhaustion. Okay, so two things are involved. If they are rejected at this level, okay, and you probably see another bearish exhaustion here, you know that we are not done yet. But if this critical level is broken out, okay, then you should prepare for another bull run that could push it to 31,000, 33, 34,000 again. Okay, but that's not going to be a major bullish trend, like, oh, we're now back to the bullish trend, selling to 60k, 70k, 90k, 100k. No, okay, it is just no, it's just a momentary price action that traders can leverage on, not investors, that traders can take advantage of. All right. So if you're an investor, keep buying, keep buying, keep buying the Bitcoin at any price rate, any price from now. Okay, so you are safe. Even when you buy Bitcoin at 5,000, you're still safe. Okay, for now, you're still safe, right? So, but it's advisable to start buying now. If you start loading the portfolio by now. Okay, so some people are expecting 15k, but that is kind of childish in my own view. Like, I can be expecting Bitcoin as 15k when we have on-chain data. So now, right now, one of the reasons why I decided to reevaluate my charts is because of a lot of on-chain data. Okay, because you cannot actually close your mind to the on-chain data. All right, so the Bitcoin accumulation right now, it is at historical level. Okay, historical level, like all-time high. People don't want to sell. They're just accumulating. The data is there on the blockchain. Okay, they're just buying and keeping, buying and keep. So, and once the moment you see that the accumulation phase, like people are actually accumulating and storing it in their wallets, in their private wallets. Companies are buying, they are storing in their wallets. Okay, big wallets are not moving at all. They're just keeping, accumulating, holding it. So when it gets to that historical level, okay, then that should be a signal for you that, okay, there's going to be another bounce up. Okay, there's going to be another bounce up. Okay, then when you discover that the hash rate, okay, I think last week, okay, if you pay attention to these fundamentals, the Bitcoin hash rate, it shoots up again, shot up again. It's like a kind of another all-time high on the hash rates. So that should be another data for you to go back and reevaluate your charts. Okay, because you have to pay attention to what human beings are doing, because it is human beings that are pumping the hash power. Yeah, because more people are dedicating their machines, their computers to mining Bitcoin. More people, it shows interest, right? Okay. So and also more people are accumulating it. They are mining aggressively and they are accumulating aggressively. What should that show you? Okay. So that is why we have to evaluate that. Now I think we are done with the Bitcoin analysis. Let's go back to gold because of our time. Because I know people have to go to church. Okay, that is very important for everyone. So let me go back to gold. Gold is XAUU. That's the ticker for gold. Okay, let me go back to Forex. Okay, I'm going to open that chart. I'll go to Pepperstone. Okay, let me delete some of those nonsense stuff I have right here. Okay, so let me delete some of those things. They are not going to be useful for us. So I was just trying to indicate the double bottom there. Okay, on the charts. I'm going to go back to delete this, and delete this, all of these guys. Okay. So now if you look at this is a gold chart. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. This is for those who are actually trading Forex, okay, or for those who are interested in trading Forex. This is the gold chart, right? So we're gonna go do the same thing. So we're gonna go back to weekly time frame on gold. Okay, we're gonna go back to weekly time frame. So if you look at this level, what do you see? Okay, what do you see on weekly level? Let me use a rectangle to illustrate that, so it's gonna make more sense to you. Okay, if you look at this level, what do you see? Okay, what do you see? Anyone can make a guess. Okay, this is a triple top. Okay, you don't want to be like an education class. Okay, so that we won't spend too much time here. So this is a triple top right here. Okay, let me type it for those who I think I had a class then and someone attended and the guy is is not visually impaired or auditory impaired. I was like, engineer, I attended your your class there. So it was some months ago. I couldn't hear anything because I can't hear. I can only see. I said, what? I told two of them, two people, two guys in crypto world cannot they can only see but they cannot hear. And they were like, I was just saying what you are doing. I couldn't hear anything because I've had this auditory impairment. So let me type it here. I don't know. I'm not sure if you have anyone who's suffering from that here. So this is a triple top. What you're seeing here is a triple top. Triple top. Okay. Triple top. So you have double top and we have triple top also. Okay. So this is a triple top. What you're seeing here. Okay. So a triple top means that okay they are going to drop this price downward, no matter what. No matter what. It's obvious on the chart. Okay. This is a triple top on a weekly time frame. It is triple. All right. So they have no option because based on this pattern, this is a chart pattern. Okay, they are going to send it downward. Okay, they can send it to like no, God forbid, because I have okay, they can. It is not uncommon. Okay, before January next year or February next year, it is not going to be strange if I see gold at probably 1850. Okay, 1800. It's not going to be shocking to me at all. Okay, because it is obvious. Okay, but when you're analyzing for long term. Okay, so for the fact that we're having analysis for a long term projection now on gold, it doesn't mean that probably by August. I told you guys in the group that by August, okay, I'm going to be reevaluating my position on gold by August. Okay, and this is June. All right, and I've been bearish since May. We are all aware of this. Okay, so we're going to be reevaluating this again periodically to look at things that could invalidate our analysis. Okay, for instance, now this is a triple top. Okay, if you see a bullish continuation, that will invalidate your triple top bias, your bearish bias. All right, so they've tested this ceiling one, bam, boom, boom. They're still going to drop it further than this. Okay, so you may be seeing some small bullish price action on gold. It's just normal because market does not actually sell consistently and market does not buy consistently. Okay, so the human psychology, human fear and greed will have an impact on the market, right? So this was the triple top here, and it's an indication that on a higher time frame they are going to send gold downward technically. Okay, so however you look at the fundamentals that can invalidate your chart. Okay, so even when they try to pump it up a little bit, look at this tiny on the micro level, look at this micro on the micro level. Okay, they try to reject the bullish trend. Okay, they pumped it up the first week, the second week, the third week. What can you see? can see that exhaustion here, right here at this level. So they have no option than to send it downward. Okay, and since it's already formed a double top here, okay, the fundamentals actually correlated with the technicals. How? Okay, because if you look at the inflation in US, it's dropping, dollar is bouncing back, US economy is recovering gradually. So these fundamentals actually came, technicals came ahead of fundamentals in this case. Okay, so and the fundamentals came around to confirm what we have technically. All right, that's what you are saying right here on the chart. Okay, you can see last week, for those of us who are in a trade to earn group, you can see that there was a lot of crazy activities last week. Crazy activities last week, right? Despite all the craziness, what did we see? We are seeing exhaustion. Okay, they were trying to push it up. We are still, so some of you were like, you now said that it's bearish, and now I think the price is going to go up. You started opening a long position. They pump it to like 198 something, and they dropped it downward again, boom, before the end of the week. One that straight me. Sure, you understand? So now you don't trade with your emotion, you trade with what you see. You trade what you see, and you trade based on your plan, isn't it? So now let's go back to the daily, okay, for further analysis.
Really.
So I'm going to delete this. Okay, so I want us to have a clear chart. Okay, no distraction. Clean charts. I love clean charts. Okay, I love clean charts. So there was a time that I actually, if you guys are paying attention to what I was doing on WhatsApp, there was a time that I doubled my account. Like I doubled my account within a span of, okay, within within 1 month. Okay, I was like, okay, someone should make a prediction of when I'm going to double my account and increase my portfolio by 100%. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, because I already saw, since that last year, I saw a double bottom on the chart. Okay, this is double bottom. Okay, so when the moment it broke out of this range, I knew right there that I should just be opening long and long. If you look at my screenshot then on WhatsApp, you'll be seeing like he's always buying, buy. I was, although when I saw some small opportunities to short on the chart, probably I'm using 1 hour time frame. Why not? If I see fundamental that says okay, I should push, because there is, when you're analyzing the chart, okay, there is a major movement and there is a minor movement. There's a major bias and there's a minor bias. So don't be too emotional like, oh, I'm bearish. And also an opportunity to long, probably testing a particular support level, okay, and it reacted well on that support. Even though the overall trend is bearish, okay, take that small trade and make some money for yourself. All right. So if you look at this now, what can you see on daily time frame? What can you see? Okay, this is a double top. This is a double top right here. Okay, double top. What even triple? This is a double top here. All right. And if you switch to a line graph, okay, what do you see? Okay, it's still a double top, right? Something like this. Okay, so it's still a double top right here. Okay, so that is an indication that Omo is about to go down low, right? So what did they do? They sent it downward, like this was Madeleine Fashi that sang that song now. Send down the rain, Talo Morin. So they sent down the rain. So that's exactly what you can see right here. Okay, and I think since late April or probably early May, and I told you that when they will send this thing downward, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Okay, and I said I was going to open a long trade that will last a long time. Like I'm going to open short on gold that will last a long time. I will not close it. Okay, I did that on GPP, and for some reasons, one of the reasons I like to trade metals is because metals is a non-living thing. Okay, like I don't know, if you're trading two currency pairs like pounds and dollar, you must be paying attention to two countries' economy. All right, but if you're trading gold and dollar, you only pay attention to an economy of one country. Okay, so that is the advantage of trading metals against trading currency pairs. All right. But however, if you want to trade currency pairs, it's still cool. Okay, as long as you have the right analytical skills. That's what you need. Okay, you can trade that also. So now look at this now. What are we expecting from gold next week? Okay, to be honest with you, I'm expecting a bearish continuation. However, there is still a possibility that they may retest all of these levels. Okay, they may test all of these levels. Okay, as long as they retest all of these levels, me personally, I see it as more opportunity to open a short position and short the market. Okay, and short the market. All right. So that's what I'm saying right here on the chart. Okay, so they're going to retest 1.8, 198. Probably if you have some bullish news, like something that, anything that is not good for the dollar is good for the gold. All right, like I always say, it's not good for dollar, it's good for gold. All right. So, what do you now do as an analyst? Okay, you know right here that this is a bearish price action. Okay, this is a bearish price action. All right, and you can see for a very long time in the history of gold, okay, a long time since last year. Look at this, since last year it became bearish again. All right, so you don't expect that it's going to become bullish immediately after that. All right, you can see all of this crazy price action right here. Can you see them? Okay, you can see all of this crazy price action right here. So now for the rest of this week, okay, I'm still expecting, okay, a bearish price action on gold. All right, they could send gold back to, 1920, 1930. That is very, very possible for the rest of the week. Okay. However, as an analyst, you still have to go back. Okay, you still have to go back and have a look at the upcoming news events. Okay, go to the forex markets, the forex factory, for instance. Okay, you have to pay attention to what is going to happen. So let me share the screens. You can see. Okay, tomorrow now there is no much news for dollar. No show for dollar. So feel confident to trade tomorrow. Feel confident, really, really confident to trade tomorrow. Okay, and also next tomorrow, that's going to be on Tuesday. Feel confident enough. Forget about all of this minor data. Okay, feel confident to trade. Okay, and also uh almost throughout Wednesday, except this Fed whatever. Okay, feel so confident to trade also. Okay, so that when I say that we're gonna make more money, we're gonna make crazy money this week. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, this week is not packed with dangerous news. Okay, it's also packed with dangerous news. Also, we're gonna be having an unemployment claim. Okay, that is when you have to like know what you're doing here. Okay, so that's maybe on top. So you have so many days out of the week to actually make some money from the market. All right, and also we have flash PMI. Okay, so you pay attention to the news. However, okay, what the chart is saying is that we're still gonna go down low as far as gold is concerned, right? So um this is we're supposed to spend 30 minutes on this. I don't know, somehow magically we spent close to 45 minutes here. All right, so it won't look as if engineer is talking since morning. Okay, I'm gonna let me say, let me admit Franklin. Franklin is here. So it looks like engineer has been talking since morning. So I'm gonna entertain two questions before we close. That's gonna be in the next few minutes. So I hope you enjoy the analysis. I hope you understand the analysis quite well. Okay, and this is the market outlook for the next week. Okay, for the next week. Okay, so probably maybe July. Okay, well, I have to go back to the chart and reevaluate again. Okay, and reevaluate again, because when you make analysis, you don't control the market. You trade what you see on the chart. Okay, you are not in any way in control of the market. You trade what you see on the chart. All right. So that is why when you analyze, you still have to go back periodically. Okay, depending on your time frame. If you're analyzing on 1 hour time frame, okay, you have to go back to your chart frequently because you are using a lower time frame. Okay, because what they always say that what it do me, you do see berusi. Okay, so there is no sleep for the wicked. If you are using 1 hour time frame for your analysis, or let me say 30 minutes or 15 minutes, there is no sleep for the wicked. You're in trouble. You have to keep evaluating your chart and chart every now and then. But if you're using higher time frame, you have this confidence, weekly, daily, even up to 4 hours. Okay, you have this confidence that okay, you can always come back to the chart probably on a weekly or on a monthly basis to evaluate your position again. All right. So for those who are scalping, okay, you're going to be making more money from shorts, for coming week than your long positions. Okay, that is guaranteed. All right. So that's it for today or for this week. Okay, I like to I like to welcome you to a new week. Okay, it's not even a new week yet. So I wish you a fantastic new week from here. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.